All right. Hello and welcome students. Myself Kumar Saurabh. Today I am present in front of you with yet another daily practice sheet which is supposed to help you for your preparation of the critical reasoning section of your law entrance examinations. All right. So first of all, we are going to look into a passage. We are going to understand that, analyze that, and based on our understanding and analysis, we are going to solve the set of questions which are there. Okay. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. All right. So the passage goes like this. Toni Morrison has often expressed disappointment with critical analysis of her art. In an interview with Thomas Leclerc, she said, I have yet to read criticism that understand my work or is prepared to understand it. टोनी मॉरिसन बड़े ही स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड तरीके से बता रही हैं कि अभी तक कोई क्रिटिसिज्म इनको मिला नहीं है जो कि इनके काम को समझ पाया हो या फिर समझने के लिए तैयार हो. I don't care if the critic likes or dislikes it. I would just like to feel less isolated. It's like having a linguist who doesn't understand your language tell you what you are saying. Very good example. अगर किसी को आपकी भाषा ही नहीं पता है तो वो आपको कैसे बता सकता है कि आप क्या कह रहे हो? Exactly. To my reasoning, Morrison is calling for an analysis that complements the art, one that is grounded in the artist's culture, language, worldview and milieu. तो ऑथर के हिसाब से मॉरिसन एक ऐसे एनालिसिस को अभी भी ढूंढ रही है जो कि उनके आर्ट को कॉम्प्लीमेंट करता हो, उनके कल्चर में ग्राउंडेड हो, उनके लैंग्वेज के साथ अवेयर हो, वर्ल्ड व्यू के साथ भी अवेयर हो. My goal with this essay is to attempt to address Morrison's critical challenge by using an Africana theoretical perspective centered on a force called अजय. अब ऐसा है कि ये अजय कोई दूसरा प्रोनाउंसिएशन भी हो सकता है, बट देन आई डोंट रियली नो अबाउट द करेक्ट प्रोनाउंसिएशन, सो आई एम गोइंग टू रेफर इट as Ajay only, to interpret the intricacies of the mother-daughter relationship in Beloved. Okay, so let's start with that analysis, that theoretical perspective. Ajay is a Yoruba word and concept that describes a spiritual force that is thought to be inherent in Africana women. तो इतना तो क्लियर है कि ये एक ऐसा वर्ड है, एक ऐसा कंसेप्ट है जो कि एक स्पिरिचुअल फोर्स को डिस्क्राइब करता है जो कि माना जाता है अफ्रीकाना विमेन में इनहेरेंट है. एडिशनली स्पिरिचुअली एम्पावर्ड ह्यूमंस आर कॉल्ड अजय. द स्टेटली एंड रिजर्व्ड वुमेन ऑफ अजय आर फियर्ड एंड रेवर्ड इन योरूबा सोसाइटी. तो योरूबा सोसाइटी में फियर्ड भी माना जाता है और बहुत ही ज्यादा रेवर भी किया जाता है, बहुत मान सम्मान दिया जाता है. कॉमनली एंड एरनेसली डिफाइंड एज विचेस. अजय आर एस्ट्रली इंक्लाइंड ह्यूमन बीइंग्स हु इन्फोर्स earthly and cosmic laws, and they keep society balanced by ensuring that human beings follow those laws or are punished for their transgression. तो कहीं ना कहीं एक बैलेंस ऑफ सोसाइटी इन टर्म्स ऑफ लॉ भी ये लोग इंश्योर करते हैं. These women honored as our mothers, my mother and the elders of the night are recognized as the owners and controllers of everything on earth. Ajay's suzerainty comes from the fact that it is considered the origin of all earthly existence, and women of Ajay are euphemistically called earth. All right. तो टोनी मॉरिसन के बारे में पहला इंट्रोडक्शन था कि कैसे उनका कहना है कि she is yet to find an analysis which understands her art. वो पहले पार्ट में था. दूसरे पार्ट में अजय के कंसेप्ट के बारे में बताया गया कि कैसे इनको गलत तरीके से विचेस मान लिया जाता है, बट योरूबा सोसाइटी में इनको बहुत ज्यादा सम्मान से ट्रीट करते हैं और बहुत ज्यादा फियर्ड भी हैं वो लोग. अर्थ भी इनको बोला जाता है, मदर भी बोला जाता है, और साथ ही साथ ये लॉ का मेंटेनेंस भी एक तरीके से ओवरसी करते हैं ये लोग. So this was all about the passage that we had at hand. So based on all of that, let's start with the first question. Which of the following can be inferred from the passage? Okay, African society is patriarchal. No, we can't say. Toni Morrison is an uptight woman. No, we can't say that. Literally criticism world is bereft of competent critics. No. The right answer is supernatural is a part of African culture and perceptions. Of course, इसके बारे में ample evidence हमारे पास था. Second, identify the assumption in the passage. Identify the assumption in the passage. The right answer here is going to be C. By using an Africana theoretical perspective centered on a force called Ajay, the author will be able to do a competent critical analysis of Morrison's work. Yes. क्योंकि मॉरिसन को और कुछ सही एनालिसिस नहीं मिला था इससे पहले any which way. Which of the following figure of speech has been used in the passage? Here the right answer is A. Analogy. Analogy में basically एक example देके दूसरे concept को हम लोग समझाने की कोशिश करते हैं. So analogy is example. All right. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 4. Which of the following is not true about Ajay? Again, if you have just read the whole passage, you will be able to answer this question. Not true. It is used to, it is a spiritual force. It is true. It is used to describe spiritually inclined human being. Yes, Ajay are women. So the only option left is it is used to describe witches. It is used to describe witches wrongly. It is wrongly used to describe witches. So that is why it is not true about Ajay. Then last question. Which of the following could be logical continuation of the passage? Here the right answer is going to be C. It says the author would discuss the relation of daughters with with women perceived as Ajay, because Ajays are considered as mothers as well. Alright, so this was all about the passage that we had at hand. I hope you guys understood everything related to the passage and the explanation of answers as well. So keep on watching videos on our official CLAT Gurukul channel. I'll see you next time with yet another video. Till then, take very good care of yourself. Thank you for watching.